Hello, hello! I am Mistled, and this, as you know, is the Raven. And we are here to check out this giant hole in the ground and see if we can figure out what happened in here, besides obviously an explosion. Let's look around. Let's look at these cameras first.
I suppose the camera was hit by a chunk of flying debris.
It's an interesting hypothesis. How would the sarcophagus? Isn't it wood?
The ceiling is quite high, and the gate was still ajar. Otherwise, nothing in this room would have survived the shockwave.
Yeah, but this was wooden, right?
It will take a long time to clean and restore everything, and some things are surely lost forever.
I don't know that by that. That's still in one piece, but okay. We will roll with it. Check this cord out.
I think it's a normal rope with a velvet covering. A metallic quick-release fastener connects the cord to the stands.
Oh, we're gonna crawl down that hole, aren't we? Oh my goodness. It's gonna be a mess. Put these cords together.
Give me some light.
Indeed. Now, put those cords together. Use cord with other cord. Use cord with other. Yes, connect the cords. Exactly. Precisely.
They're really made for heavy weights, but I think they're strong enough.
Well, should have gone on a diet. Let's look at this hole before we lower ourselves down there.
You don't want to go down there, do you?
Of course.
That's how the eye left the treasure chamber.
Oh no, no way. We've seen enough. The Raven is gone. We need to get Legrand.
How do you know the Raven's gone? Uh-oh. Coward.
Great. You happy now?
You could say that. Will you give me some light?
I was going anyway, so I know what you're talking about.
Come on, I can't see.
Let's get over here.
There's the display case.
Is the jewel still in it?
Of course
I
not.
can't tell.
Hello?
I hope you don't expect anyone to answer you.
Yeah, that man's special. Okay, can we grab the cord and go down? Improvise rope.
Not the best rope in the world, but it will have to do.
Use rope with hole? Climb down the hole, yes.
Down into the hole with the rope.
You can't be serious.
This isn't a matter for discussion. I'm going down there. You can join me or stay here.
But you don't know what or who is down there.
That's why I want to go down there. Besides, maybe I'll find an escape route for us.
All right then. Should I hold the rope?
What I can trust or... Oh man, what? I don't trust him though. Let's see what happens if we do.
Yes, thanks.
I'm doing this because I consider it the more risky option. And really, that's gonna that's gonna like fall over if we don't get him to hold it. Huh.
I'm down.
He didn't drop us.
Give me some light, Robert.
It's kind of surprising. I thought y'all said the case was down here. So, time up, no. Is there anything down here? Oh, over here it is, okay. Examine the map, I can't see. Examine the hatch, I can't see. Examine the display case, I can't see. Excellent.
I'm going to examine the display case now.
Oh, good, okay.
As I expected.
Empty?
Yes, the display case didn't survive the fall. The thief just had to pluck the jewel out.
So did they not realize that their secure treasure room was built on top of a whole other place?
Actually, I thought the display case would survive the fall more or less unscathed. And 3 of the 4 windows did survive.
Oh, interesting. Maybe they treated one of them somehow? Alright, so look at this map that we can't see. Maybe the light.
On the wall, Robert.
There we go.
A map of Cairo. It's covered with hundreds of small holes, and there are some pins on the floor. There's a date in the corner. 1940.
Is that the desk? That's not what I meant, but okay.
Shine the light over there, please. Interesting. Documents, maps, letters. All of them at least 20, 30 years old.
Interesting.
I wonder how the Raven knew about the secret basement. He must have done some research and then paid someone for the missing information.
Maybe he used to work down here. Examine the wall. Is that a light switch that I can't grab? What was over here that just... Okay, just the wall. Thought there was something else for a second.
There are cracks in the wall and scarf marks on the floor.
A secret door?
And probably the Raven's escape route.
Can you open it?
I can't even see anything.
There are several panels and kind of a handle. But I can't turn or pull or push it. Something's written here, but it's too dark. Hurry down with the light.
No, the Raven is trapped. We should call Legrand.
How do you figure the Raven's trapped? Oh, this guy doesn't like us. Okay, that's not gonna work. So that he hates us. He's still, man. Let's go with the.
Do you think this door leads to a dead end? With every minute we hesitate, the Raven's trail is getting colder.
But we should take it one step at a time. We're alone, and the Raven is dangerous.
You've got a gun. Ooh, yeah.
What would Nicolas Legrand do in this situation? Would he wait for backup and twiddle his thumbs, or would he act?
Oh, blast.
Gotcha. Give time to show them all. Give a push. Oh, I don't like any of these.
We can't rely on the others, Robert. You and I, we'll catch the Raven.
I might have believed you once. He's too smart for us, Zellner. He's better than us. You have to accept that.
Should we just give up? Come on, Robert. You can't be serious.
Okay, here's what we do. I'll hand you the lamp and you open the door. Then we guard the door and wait for backup.
I couldn't have put it better myself.
Right. Catch! But hurry. I don't want to think about the fact that I'm standing here in the dark surrounded by mummies.
There's only one mummy up there. Relax. Relax.
That's better.
What are you doing? What are you? Take that. What? Take that with you. Pick that up. What is your problem? Alright, Zellner's crazy. I'm sorry. I didn't realize our protagonist was insane. We didn't even look at this hatch earlier. Let's look at this real quick. In case this is relevant. I doubt it.
What's that?
Hey, don't go too far away.
Relax.
Come down and stop me. Interesting. Some kind of wooden hatch. There are 2 hinges on this side. There's a kind of metal hook holding the hatch closed.
So can you open it?
I'm the talking statue. I really like to teach bad words to the little boys. At least that riddle is solved now. Peepholes. And I suspect, yes.
Yes, what? So YouTube's gonna hate how dark the screen is.
The Raven couldn't have gone this way. We'd have seen him and he couldn't have closed the bolt from outside. I'm positive he escaped through the other secret door.
Why is it suddenly so bright down there?
I found the light switch.
Why'd you lie to him? I guess you couldn't tell him you found the way out. Go into the Grand Hall. Let's check out this. Use the mechanism. Whoops. Oh, what? What was that?
That is interesting.
It is.
4 discs. An extravagant combination lock. If it was just another language with a Latin alphabet, I might be able to guess the meaning. But I'm lost when it comes to Arabic. I'll write them down. It could be a hint about how to open the door.
I would assume so, yes. Alright, there was like a switch beside that too, wasn't there? That it's not gonna let me even consider looking at? Okay. Alright, so let's go into the main hall and ignore Constable Crazy Butt over there. And examine these. Okay, first we're going to look at our notebook and see if he wrote down those symbols. Are they in here somewhere? Lock compartment, block, no. Can we get to the end? Like, does the end show us the pieces? Yes, I know all the people. Oh, this... Okay, no, my bad. There's not anything on the second pages, right? It's all... just this. Okay, secrets. Display case, fill in the hole. How to find what's behind the secret. Well, we did that. Oh, well. Right, I mean, I got that part. You didn't write down what the symbols were? Zellner, you're killing me here. Killing me. Okay, so we gotta examine all this stuff, I'm sure, to figure out what's going on. Gotcha. Let's examine. Do I have a paper and pencil handy? Not really.
Various containers. Maybe they contained funerary objects. The lids depict animals and a person. That alone doesn't really help me. Various containers.
That's all you got?
The lids depict...
Alright. But we can still examine those, so they're probably important in a minute.
Various containers.
Oh, I think that was the statue. That's okay, we're still examining those 4. We got the dog head, and the whatever, and the baboon, and the... eagle, maybe? I'm not sure what that is. See if we can read this. Give us some enlightenment.
The museum still has plenty to offer, despite the senseless destruction in the treasure chamber.
I don't want you to sightsee.
The museum.
Oh, come on now. I don't have any items, do I? No. I'm looking for something to tell me about the secret stuff. Alright, can we get up here? Go to the entrance. Maybe we can talk to the director and he can tell us something. After he's shocked about how we're even out of that area. Oh, back here. Okay.
What are you doing here? You were just...
I found another exit.
The eye?
Gone. The Raven blasted a hole in the floor of the treasure chamber. There's a hidden basement beneath it.
And the other treasures?
It doesn't look good.
Oh no.
Yes, I need help though. Relax.
Isn't it about time to open the gates?
I don't believe that the police have arrived yet. We can't risk giving the Raven a means of escape.
That monster is surely long gone by now.
Perhaps not. I have a lead.
Do your best. As soon as the police have surrounded the building, I'll open the gates.
Very well, Director.
To ask you, start at the top.
Basement below the treasure chamber. Did you know about it?
Of course not.
I had no idea.
There are maps and drawings from the Second World War in the room. Why?
Well, it may have had something to do with the resistance.
Resistance?
Egypt was occupied by the British. There was a movement for independence.
The Egyptians collaborated with the Nazis?
No, but the enemy of my enemy.
So, the rebels reported information to the Nazis, and for that they needed secret command posts.
Yes, and what would be of more symbolic importance than the Egyptian Museum, witness to 5,000 years of Egyptian independence?
Hidden rooms? Secret basements? What are they doing here?
The museum was built in 1900 by a Frenchman who had a penchant for such things.
Mystical torchlight ceremonies celebrating the builders of old? Freemasons? Things like that?
Many great buildings have complicated histories.
And today we're going to write a new chapter. I found this Arabic writing. What does it mean?
It says, the sons of Horus.
And that means?
Is this really the time to discuss history?
It's important.
The sons of Horus played an important part in the burial ritual. 4 sons, 4 canopic jars, vessels in which the liver, lungs, stomach, and intestines of the body were stored.
Are the 4 connected to symbols?
A man, baboon, jackal, and falcon. Look downstairs in the main hall.
Sons of Horus, vessels and intestines. Got it.
Well, there we go.
It's going to be okay. Wait here.
Where is the constable, anyway?
He's guarding the treasure chamber.
He told me to call for backup if he doesn't come back in about 5 minutes. And that I shouldn't trust you.
Yeah, well. Don't get held up. Don't get held up by what? I don't understand what this option is. Don't bet on the wrong horse.
On the constable, you're backing the wrong horse.
He's Legrand's man.
He's an idiot.
Did you ever think about the fact that he's the only one who was present at both burglaries?
Oh.
Yep. Okay. So let's go back to these vessels. Let's look at them. I assume there is one per. I assume reading them will tell us which one, is which object. Liver, lung, stomach, intestines. Man, baboon, jackal, and I missed the last one. I'm sure this will tell us.
Must be the canopic jars the director was talking about.
Yes.
1 jar for each of the 4 sons of Horus.
Right, we'll look at them. Examine the jackal. There you go.
Here we have Duamutef, stomach.
Alright, jackal is the stomach. Human is what?
The sign says Amset, liver.
Okay. The falcon.
Quebec-Senuef, intestines.
Which makes the baboon the lungs. So what is strange about that? Saying that again, does it matter?
Here we have Duamutef, stomach.
Interesting. So you can't examine the baboon one. So what's interesting about that is that the ones they represent, they're in the same order the guy said them to us in.
Zellner, is that you?
It is I, the Raven.
Did you find an exit?
No, I'm still looking. The basement is quite large.
No, it's not.
Okay, don't go too far away.
He's probably been talking to us for like 5 minutes. Anyway, as I was saying, what do these mean, though? Like, what are we doing here with these? Anyway, he told us liver, lungs, stomach, intestines. And then he told us man, baboon, jackal, falcon. And those are in the order they're supposed to be already. So I'm not sure what is these term. They do. But so what? I'm not sure what we're learning here. So let's... Okay, so here's... I can't figure out what we're supposed to be doing. So my guess is that you need to put the correct symbol into the middle of the area, right? So my thought was, maybe based off where the body parts were, would depend on where each piece goes. So we've got lungs, which would be at the top, which is what I've got here. We've got the stomach, which I've got over on the right with the jackal. We've got the intestines as the falcon, which is the bottom. So that's where intestines are. And I put the man on the left because that's the liver, and the liver's kind of up there above, up there with the stomach around there. Unless I'm just not thinking correctly. But that doesn't work. So we're going to switch a couple of these. Let's, I don't know. Let's switch our falcon and man, which should put the intestines up here with the stomach and the liver below. That doesn't seem correct. But it works. But it works, so I'll shut up.
There we go.
There we go indeed. Let's go check out this area and chase down. What are you waiting for? Let's go. So catch the raven.
Up there, Robert. I know that.
That may be. Go into the guard room and open the gates.
No.
Tell the director.
Zellner, don't do it. It's too dangerous.
You can't stop me. Not anymore. "200 steps at least. And a ladder. I'm too old for this."
Alright, what is up here? Got a chair, we got a door, looks like, over here. Check this fan out, because it seems to be the least important thing in the room.
Must be unbearably hot up here in the summer. But it's bearable at the moment.
And you wouldn't touch evidence anyway, right? I mean, you're walking all over it, so I guess you don't care about that.
The chair is the only object that's not covered with dust. It seems like someone sat on it recently. Handcuffs. Not what I expected. Was someone interrogated here? Huh?
Uh-oh. Who is it?
Raven, if I'm not mistaken. Why don't you step into the light?
Oh. Am I supposed to know already? Alfred, okay, so Inspector, the thief, the butler. Let's go, I don't know, the butler maybe? Okay, it's not the doctor, that'd be stupid. Might be the professor, but he had the thing, he could have just left if he had the jewel the whole time. He had it in his pocket, it's probably not him. Calling the thief a thief seems too easy. Could be the inspector, but that's, oh man, I don't want to be wrong about that. Let's call out this dude. See how we do.
Amazing.
What?
Truly amazing. I thought young Legrand would be my most dangerous opponent, but it seems I should have had more respect for age.
What? What?
What about the murder of the Baroness? Was that also your doing?
The death of the Baroness was never part of the plan. Dr. Gebhardt had a score to settle with her and got in my way.
You didn't care about the key to the safe?
I never wanted to steal the eye out of the safe. I always intended to strike here, in the museum.
What about Gebhardt's confession?
A nice idea, don't you think? It keeps the inspector out of my hair for a few more hours,
Told you.
at least, until everything collapses like a house of cards.
Explosion on the
And
train.
the bomb on the train? Did you want to kill us all?
I knew that Legrand would be hot on my heels after the heist in London. He's a dangerous man, Mr. Zellner. He almost caught me once.
Is that a reason to resort to murder?
It wasn't my only reason. An eye for an eye, Constable Zellner.
I mean, an eye for an eye.
How could you change so much? The Raven was a gentleman thief. The common people were on his side, not on the side of the police. They liked him because his heists were clever and, in the end, harmless.
A shock, isn't it? The good Raven, the clever Raven, the harmless Raven. Nothing more than a ruthless criminal. That's what all the newspapers say, now and for all time.
But why? Why ruin your own reputation?
I'm correcting things, Constable Zellner, and I enjoy it, believe me.
But
What?
Enough!
I'm not happy with your explanation.
why did you steal the second eye here and not while it was in transit?
The eye was in the bank in Zurich for a long time, impossible to get at. Then the safe on the ship in Legrand's cabin, too complicated. I heard about the secret basement and found out how the security system worked. I would have preferred to save my performance for the gala this evening, but, well, events demanded a change of schedule. Not least because of you, my nosy friend.
What events would those be? You are leaving out details, and Zellner is not catching them. Killing me, Smalls.
How did you do it? How did you plant the message on the safe in the train? How did you know that Gebhardt killed the Baroness? And the demolition charge below the treasure chamber? How did you manage it all? Even if your arm isn't lame.
Oh, it is, believe me. I needed help, it's true. A messenger boy to replace my arms and legs.
A messenger boy?
Who was that?
Ah, Adil. This could be interesting. He's quite talented, but unreliable. He has a mind of his own plans. Don't you, Adil?
I never wanted blood to be shed.
Whoa.
But it's time to make an exception.
He only forgot one thing. I keep things firmly in hand. Always. End of story.